Don't know me, my name is Chi, and I am here to give you guys amazing information about how you can transform your life and things that you're currently doing to kind of get the freedom that you would like to have. So today's video, once we dive right in, is just going to be about the best ways to make money while you're a student and while you're in school. School can be expensive. School takes up, of course, a lot of our time in terms of being in class, in terms of studying. So how can you actually make time to make money? Well, in today's day and age, it's possible, mainly because we have so many opportunities in terms of using exactly what you're using right now to watch this video, which is either your phone or your computer, your laptop, iPad, tablet, any of your electronics that you are currently using right now. So we are going to dive right in to show how you can make the most money you can as a student in 2022. So, of course, the traditional ways that we are used to of making money while we're in school is you could either be a barista, work in a store. For example, while I was in college, I used to work in Forever 21. You could also do a lot of different things, but it mainly requires you to go into work. Well, with everything that's happened over the past few years, we now have so many different opportunities that we can do from home. The reason why I want to delve into this in terms of for students is because this opens up a whole new world for you to gain unimaginable amount of money, to be honest. So you have your computer. There's so many different companies that are hiring. For example, you could be someone that does customer service. If you're a very personable person, you don't always have to go into the office or go into the store or go into your workplace to actually provide that service. There are many different companies who are looking for customer service agents to help them to bring that certain, aspect that we like. Because, for example, so many of us are now online shopping. I personally online shop for everything, which means I don't want to step foot into a store. I've gotten so accustomed to doing everything from home, and I would like to continue that. But, for example, if I need to make any exchanges, could that require me to go in? Not necessarily. You can return things. You can talk to people online via chat or phone. So one example that I used was Amazon. I was a customer service agent for Amazon for almost a year. And honestly, it was a lot of fun. I had a great team. And it was basically like answering chats and also answering phone calls. I chose to do the nighttime shift because at that time I was in school. I was doing clinical rotations. So if you basically have your nights available, you can choose to work part-time for a company like Amazon. Target also has online customer service agents, things like that. So I would either if you're interested in something like that, go right in Indeed.com, type in customer service agents, work from home, remote, and there are thousands and thousands of opportunities around the world, not necessarily just in the US, but around the world that are available for students. The next thing I will say is if you are a creative, you guys, this is the time for creatives to shine. I know it's nerve-wracking. Even starting this YouTube channel, I started during the whole lockdown and quarantine, but you can honestly make money from being creative. For example, if you are very good at web design, this is a lot of things. This is actually a specific area that so many different people, small businesses and corporations need, or they want to figure out how to revive their websites and things like that, because as I stated earlier, everything is becoming virtual. Everything is going towards online. So if you are a web designer, if you're an editor, a graphic designer, your needs are there. The needs for graphic designers and things like that are there. All you have to do is look. So you could use Indeed.com as well. I'm going to be shouting out Indeed.com throughout this video because that's what I used when I was looking. There's also Fiverr that you can use, which is more of a freelance type of website, and they have different types of opportunities for people. Like, are you someone that's really good at making thumbnails? Are you someone that's really good at editing? Are you someone that knows how to make a crazy, beautiful website? This website, Fiverr.com, can help you connect with people who are in need of actual content creators or graphic designers or things like that to help with their business. Another type of job, I'm reading from my paper because I did take notes, that you can use or do to make money as a student is being a freelance writer. I am very passionate about this because this is my niche. Like, I have been writing papers, essays, and things like that since 3rd grade. I know 3rd grade, you're in shock. I was writing papers using a floppy disk, okay? This is the millennial age right now, so I'm kind of showing my age a little bit, but I have been writing papers since 3rd grade. And in school, just writing like bibliographies, like when I say 3rd grade, we were writing 10-page papers in 3rd grade. And I've continued that writing, and it never dawned on me that I could literally use this to make extra income while I was in school. And I wish I could, because college is not cheap. And then also because I wanted to go into medical school, that's not cheap either. And then no one tells you that once you're in residency, that's not cheap either. Where are all the dollars coming from to help survive, especially with inflation that's going on? How are we even surviving? But I'm so passionate about this because you can write about anything. There are people who are writing about like nonfiction stories. There are people who do medical writing, which is specifically my niche, and I will definitely make a video about that at another time to give you guys more information if you're in the sciences or healthcare. You could also be writing blog content. You could also be writing, like, you know, the content and descriptions for different websites. For example, I saw that Sephora.com, one of my favorite stores, was hiring for a writer. Now, who would have thought that like a makeup company was looking for a writer, but they're looking for someone to write descriptions down on their products? And of course, when you're not in the store, as we're seeing in this virtual world, your words mean a lot. Like, for example, if I'm looking for a perfume, I can't smell the perfume, I'm at home. But I'm reading exactly the description of that product, which is kind of going to lead me towards whether or not it's a product for me or not. And no one talks about how important writing is in terms of you want to make that customer feel as though this is what they need. There's also different types of writing. So you can write scripts, you can write descriptions on websites, you can write research papers, you can literally do so much with writing. And it's something that it's freelance. For example, all of these options that I'm giving you, a lot of them are freelance options, meaning you can make your own schedule. You can tailor it towards your day-to-day. And this is why it's so important for students, because so much of our time is changed throughout. For example, there could be time frames where we are either studying, about to take a test, and our schedule is not the same. That's why it's time to get rid of all that rigid work schedules that we're so used to and break into this new realm of online job opportunities. Another one that I would say is IT. Everyone is now using their technology for so much. And I'm somebody that I am not good. Once something breaks, I am panicking. My first step is to go to YouTube and figure out how to fix it. The moment I cannot fix it, I am at the Apple store. Like, we need to get this done now, okay? And there's so many different people who don't know how to fix their technology, like all of their equipment and all of their devices. So if you're somebody who is really good at things like that, you can literally turn this into a business. You're on a college campus, let's just say. I don't know if all of you guys have gone back to school or not in person, but even if you're not in person, you can always advertise these things and have it go out in the campaign, or, you know, put like a billboard on campus and put your actual business flyer on there, and realize that people need things fixed. If, for example, I was still in in-person classes and I needed my devices fixed, I'm most likely gonna go to my classmate who I actually trust or something to fix my equipment if I know they're good at it. You know what I mean? Why give that money to someone, a bigger corporation, when I could just give it to somebody that I actually know? And honestly, a lot of the times you'll get your devices back a lot quicker. So if you're somebody who has that skill, hone into that, you know? Another thing that I would say, social media. Okay, so a lot of people feel like, okay, maybe I don't have as many followers, or maybe I'm just not somebody that wants to be in front of the camera a lot, because of course that takes a lot to be in front of the camera. But there are other ways you can get involved with social media. For example, you can become a social media editor, social media manager for different companies. For example, we have all these companies that are now on social media. A lot of them are run by older generations who may not necessarily know how to work social media. And us, being the younger generation, we are well versed in social media. So they're looking for people who can bring that young spunk into their company to make sure that their company is being used effectively on social media. So by being a social media editor, manager, you're making sure that whatever goes online, because we know once it's online, it's on there forever. Whatever goes online has been looked at. We know that the information that's being provided is correct. Guys, there is so much opportunity available for us in social media that it's kind of like crazy how we don't take more advantage of it. And I'm going to say, first and foremost, I also fall victim to this. I don't take advantage, I didn't at least, take advantage of how much opportunities are available for us on social media. So you don't necessarily need to be behind the camera. You don't necessarily need to be always on your phone or things like that. There's other ways for you to contribute to social media behind the scenes. You can even be a social media planner, meaning you help plan out the content that will be produced and also submitted when it comes time for different either creators or also companies. You're going to be a part of their team that helps come out with what type of content should we create today. Meaning you could also be behind the scenes kind of doing the marketing aspect in terms of looking at SEO and looking at different things to try to see what do people want to see on their social media. So there are so many different ways that you could become involved, especially while you're in school, without interrupting what you are doing in terms of learning. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it has motivated you guys to find different ways to earn money, because I know things are not cheap. And you do want to not only be able to pay for things that you need to pay for, but also to live. And this is the opportunity that is available for us to live our best lives. Enjoy life, enjoy school, and I will catch up with you guys later. See ya!